young men, y'all think you are more advanced than what y'all really are.
That's why they fucked with me. Is what they said. You were more mature than even some of the dudes that were trying to holler at
I'm
them.
gonna tell you, I
I'm
honestly
just
think,
different, bro. I'm sorry.
older men should date younger women.
Hell no.
And older women should date younger men.
Hell no. I would
honestly
never date
that.
a young chick, bro. Because I done already went through the shit that they already finna go through, and I ain't got time to teach them and guide
How old
them
are
through
you?
this shit.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
See, you're not even old enough.
Nigga,
right
what
now.
the fuck you mean?
Yeah, you got some more time.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Your chicken ain't marinated yet.
Yeah. I'm not talking about 30. I'm not talking about 32. I'm taling about once you get over 50 for a guy.
It should be a younger woman.
Yeah, I think you should start dating at 25
and younger guys. And you know what? I actually attract younger guys. Like I'm 38. I know I don't look it. Thank you. I'm 38, and so I'm always attracting like a 25-year-old or 24, and I'm like, baby, honey, I can't.
And
I think.
Hey, she better.
And here's why I say that, right? Because for a woman, right, her prime years is between 23 and I say 28, 29. Those are women prime years. For a guy, his prime years, once he start making money, start being comfortable, is I think between 45 and 55, right? And so for a younger woman, that's what she's probably looking for, right? Somebody to take care of her, somebody who's established. I think a man is exactly that. For the opposite, for a woman's already been successful in her career. She already know what she's gonna do. Right now, her sexual peak is later on in her life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Whereas for an older man, his peak is gone. You know what I'm saying?
I beg to differ.
And so for a younger man, he's just coming into that peak, and so that sexual drive for a woman could be taken care of. That need could be taken forward.
That's not what's gonna get homie the draws though.
I'm not talking about just the draws, because
but that's what you
pussy
saying.
is the
For
easiest.
older woman to fuck with.
It's the easy thing.
Pussy is the easiest thing to get.
Not with older women, bro. It's not.
What?
I've lived this fucking life.
Me too. You don't listen.
Okay, so
listen.
We could go back and forth with experiences, bro. Because
let's go there.
I am seasoned in this whole life.
Listen, I'm talking about. Listen, if I tell you some stories about my little older phase,
rendezvous.
That's cool, but I'm saying talking to an older woman about what you can do for her is not what's gonna get you.
Yeah, we don't. No. We were just talking about that too, because it's like
that's not it.
I'm not saying older woman ain't looking for nothing from.
But here in this day and time, because so many women are successful when it comes to their money. That doesn't impress us anymore, because I can go buy whatever I want to buy.
Yeah,
how you treat me.
Exactly. That's your maturity. That's what I'm talking about.
How you make me feel.
Yes.
You know,
bro,
that
look,
matters.
An older woman literally told me when I said, "What is it about me that?" Because I was 19 and she was 39. This one, and I was like, "What is attracted to you about?" She's like, "Well, one, you're so mature. I didn't even know like you were that young, like when I talked to you." Then she said, "But honestly, who's to say that a woman is not just as horny, if not hornier than men?" I said, "Okay, point taken."
We're probably hornier.
Also, yeah, for sure. And then she also said, "What man would turn down a mature man? What mature man would turn down a woman who can cook for herself, pay her own bills, do everything she wants for herself, and only calls you over when she wants stimulating conversation and dick?" And then I was like, I get it. So I get what you're saying. The age and the prime things, they match, but the maturity level isn't always what is an older woman is trying to get
I wouldn't
to.
consider myself an older woman, but with that mentality, I think you get there when you've been through a lot. In all reality, you do want a man that's going to be there and be consistent and be yours. But because we've been through so much, we done had so many situations and bad relationships, you come to that. Like me and my friend was just saying that earlier. He was like, once you get in a place to where you become grounded and you have peace, you don't want nobody to disturb that.
Nobody.
So it's like, let me, I'm okay with.
Come through.
I'm okay with that, but that's when it normally. I did that.
That's what it is.
My dude was like, "Hell no!" I was like, "So we just friends, or we got?" He was like, "Friends, nigga, you is crazy. You is mine." I'm like,
"Oh hell no, hell no."
No, I'm saying like,
this is a younger dude.
Oh wait, this your
this is my guy I'm dating now.
Oh, okay.
How much younger?
I'm 38. He's 33.
that ain't.
That's not too far apart.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, when you are there in that place, it's just because you just, like I said, I've been single since like 2017, just dating. And dating sucks. There's pee and boo-boo in the dating pool, by the way. It is.
It's
pee and poop.
Dating is boo-boo.
The quality, and I'm gonna say this is my take on why. Because the standards that a lot of women have are very low.
The standards that women are setting for themselves sometimes
and I'm not
low.
even putting it on the men. I'm saying for us as
women.
No,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
As for us as women. And I feel like if we collectively had a standard, like a lot of women was like, men be taking you out on dates, and I'm like, that's how they gotta approach me. What do you mean? Well, they be trying to come to my house and Netflix and chill. What are we, 25? But you'd be surprised, women 30 plus, that's what they deal with.
Shawty, I could take you on a whole day for free and you had a time in your life. It ain't even about spending money.
And this is okay. So I heard this saying from Lauren London, and when she said that, it resonated with me. She said, we don't possess people, we experience them. So what I did was I shifted how I dated. Like, I'm not going into situations with any expectation. Here's the thing. I might just be meeting you for a reason. I might just be meeting you this one time. And you may provoke me to do more speaking engagements. And God put you in my life for that very reason. Then I may have some people in my life. It's a seasonal. I might have you for 6 months to a year, 2 years. That's a seasonal person. And guess what? Whatever I need from whatever this relationship, I'm going to get it. And then there are lifetime people. And I think where we mess up is we be trying to make seasonal people and reason people lifetime people. And we be trying to keep them in our lives. And you disrupting the flow of people that's supposed to be in your life. Yeah, because we want to possess, we want to keep people. I want you to stay in my life, but you haven't met all the people that's gonna love you.
For sure.
You haven't met all the people that's gonna support you and celebrate you. Like, I'm just not meeting you guys. So it's an amazing feeling. It's an experience. You know what I'm saying? And if it's just this day, I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
And then I move on with my life. But so many people get caught up in trying to make people lifetime people and trying to keep things. We don't possess people. I don't own you.
So with that in mind, with that in mind, do you think people should get married?
Yes.
I'm going to say this. I used to think that you can only meet one soulmate. I think that's a lie.
That's a lie.
There's so many billions of people in this world. And even in some of the worst, I haven't been in many, but even our marriage, once I healed, I realized, like, man, those men helped me be a better woman. Like, I needed him. Like, every relationship that I've been in was it made me the woman that I am today.
Everything.
And I'm so grateful for it all. My ex-husband, we married because we were supposed to. And we divorced because we were supposed to. If I wouldn't have got divorced for him, I would be a housewife. I would be at home catering to him, because in my mind, I grew up with a mother like, girl, that's a good man. He ain't got no kids. He got a good job. Marry that man. It wasn't about, hey, you go, you be something. You make something out of yourself. You go be successful. It was like, hey, a man is what's, but that's the level of thinking that my mom had. So I went by that.
To answer your question, Dante, people are supposed to get married, but I will also say God does not ordain every marriage, because one, God does not believe in divorce. And then even when they asked, Jesus about divorce back in the day, he ignored the question, because he was like, didn't you know back? He's like, well, the question was, should a man get divorced for any and every reason? For those who are listening who may not know, divorce back then was worse than it is now. If a woman sneezed too much, a dude would divorce her. If she cooked the food wrong, he could divorce her. If she came in while men were talking, he would divorce her. So he skipped and said, did you not know in the beginning God made them male and female? The point of that was the man in Genesis 1 and 2 before the fall is not the same man and woman in Genesis 3 through the rest of the Bible. Because the original man, one, he didn't know he was alone. So that's number one. Number two, this nigga was already working. 3, he already knew the purpose for himself. 4, he had a plan for it. And then Eve walked around, or God presented her to Adam. And then present in the Hebrew just means to parade around. So God didn't even pick her wife. So I hate when people say God gave me my husband, or chose my husband for me. That's not true. You have free will.
You really do.
So,
but if you think about it, back in the day, there weren't any certificates or nothing like that.
Exactly.
Like, they laid down and they were married. For example, was that Jacob and Rachel?
Nah,
and he slept with her sister first.
Go back to Adam first. Okay,
I want to skip that.
No,
I want to talk about that. Let me bring it home.
You said for sex though. That's why Adam said, "For this cause, a man shall leave his home and cleave to his wife." He wanted to fuck her.
Yeah,
that was it. So now we talking about the whole Jacob thing. That was like for the motherfucking
But do you see like when the dad tricked him and then he laid with the sister, the ugly sister, and he still had to keep her his
The
wife
oldest
because
girl?
the sex solidified the marriage.
well,
so
the
if
breaking
in
the
our
hymen when she was a virgin.
well,
yeah.
in our reality, we really married to a lot of people. If you think biblically, because
If
sex
you ain't
is
got
what,
no hymen and I fucked you, I'm not married to you.
Thank you for tapping in with us. In order to see more clips like this, check out this video here or check out this one here.